Chris Newman here, Truth and Consequences. This one is a follow-on on what is truth. So we've got another view. We did a presentation that's also on YouTube about what is truth, and it covers it fairly comprehensively. As usual, we go over here and have a look at the existential idea of what people think truth is. Some people think my truth is my truth and your truth is your truth, and there's no real thing except we all make it up. Moral relativism. Other people think, ooh, solipsism means I am the center of everything. So I am the truth and everything else is just relative to me because I know everything. I am the truth and all things are measured in the world according to my standard. There's another one which is abusive rhetoric, which says, oh, truth is blah, blah, blah. Make up some idea, like truth is whatever Muhammad says, or truth is whatever Karl Marx says, or truth is whatever I hear down at the pub. Or if you know Jesus, you know the truth and you know everything. That sort of approach, which is very rhetorical because it's based around using words in a very loose sense. Other people say there is no truth. Get that? My truth is there is no truth. So you're saying that the negative, the denial of the truth is the truth, which is actually scrambled eggs in your head. That doesn't make sense. Another one is where there's a false standard, a falsity, which says that everything that people think is true, and therefore my standard is, for example, based on what other people say, and whatever they say is true. That's one type. Another one might be the only standard of truth is found in science. Science is the truth. These are false statements. Science, by the way, is a series of hypotheses which have to be tested, and then we find if they are true or false, and we advance our learning, but they're only hypotheses. Ignorance. Oh, you don't know what truth is. Nobody can know it. It's not possible that this is true. Ignorance, don't know, dumb. The self-centeredness, again, this is like the solipsism, except it's more casually. Like, why should I worry about anything like that? It doesn't really matter. It's not got anything to do with me. What sort of a statement is that? That's saying I'm a nothingness. Fantasy. Oh, well, the truth's out there somewhere. A fantasy. The truth's out there somewhere. How do you know? You've never been out there somewhere, so how do you know what you're saying? How could the truth be out there somewhere and you've never been there? Fantasy. And then hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is where we might know something that is true, but we pretend it's not, and we live as if by a double standard. And so we are lying to ourselves or lying to others and pretending that we really know when we do know, but we don't know. It's a very confused situation to be in, a hypocrite. Let us have a look now at the classical, this is found in the Trivium, the liberal arts of logic, grammar and rhetoric, which is a classical curriculum. Very simply speaking, 3 kinds of truth are identified in the curriculum of the grammar, rhetoric and logic. Metaphysical truth is the conformity of a thing to the idea of it in the mind of God, primarily, and in the minds of men, secondarily. Every being has metaphysical truth. So the creation itself, all of the creation, whether it be the cosmos or the microcosm, comes from the mind of God. Whether we know about it or not is a secondary concern, because the primary mover is the Creator, and that all happened before you or I arrived here on this planet. We are secondary. We can't. Those who think that things only exist because of my mind and I think they exist are falling into a huge trap, because they are denying the metaphysical nature of truth. Things exist from the mind of God primarily, not your or my mind. We didn't create it all. That's a fiction. So the truth of it is in the every being has metaphysical truth. Meta meaning greater than the physical existence. Logical truth is the conformity of thought to reality. Here's a reality. Gravity. I'll drop this, bong, it dropped to the floor. You can't see the floor. I just saw it on the floor, but it drops. This is the conformity of thought to reality. I think there is some sort of force or something, which we can call gravity, whatever, which causes this to drop if I release it. And the two happen to go together. If I release it and it doesn't drop, we've got a problem. Whoop, it worked. We're okay. No problem, you can relax. The third one is moral truth. Moral truth is the conformity of expression and thought. Expression and thought. Its opposite is a lie. So moral truth, conformity of expression to thought, what I say, what I think are the same. If what I say and what I think are two different things, I'm probably lying. That's where that hypocrisy point comes in. So we've got three kinds of truth just to help us find our way. Metaphysical truth, logical truth, and moral truth. They all work together. They're all dovetailed within the human being. They all fit 1, 2, 3 within us. So that is a reassuring conclusion, because you and I and our friends and all the people we meet are embodiments of the truth, metaphysically speaking, logically speaking, and morally speaking. So if we are embodiments of the truth, we must conform. And to conform with the truth means that we walk the walk, we talk the talk, and we live according to the standard, which is the same today as it is tomorrow, as it was yesterday. I think that's plenty to get on with. If you link this little presentation with the earlier one I gave, which was a bit more holistic in its overview and less academic, I think you'll find a very nice interface of understanding on what is the truth. Chris Newman, signing out.